Hello traders, welcome to Small Trades, where we trade small for big gains. I'm going to be doing a quick recap of today's trading where we traded Nasdaq futures on multiple prop firms. We traded 8 accounts overall. 4 of them were evals and the other 4 were funded accounts, which we recently passed, and now we're collecting payouts from. All right, without further ado, let me quickly show you our spreadsheet. So today we've traded a total of $1,272 in profit. It was a short stream. I had a tennis game, so I had to leave early. This was within the first 1 or 2 hours, but we made roughly this amount. We've traded Topstep accounts here, 1 funded, 1 eval, and on our My Funded Futures accounts, we've gotten a little bit on the funded here and some on the eval. And towards the end of the day, I've traded actually these 2 take profit trader accounts, which are same day payouts, so they're great. Every profit you make, you can pretty much get the payout for it the next day. And today was an interesting day. Again, we were looking at the government shutdown. As of this midnight, the government was shut down, and it was kind of a lot of uncertainty. We didn't know what the market was going to do. I mean, we never do, but here in this case, the market was just kind of going straight down at night, right? It went. This is where it closed on Tuesday. So it closed about 24,900, and then dipped down 300 points. That's a big dip. And when the morning came, around 9:30, right? When the market opened right here, it just kind of bounced off this trend line that we formed right here. Bounced, went up. The way we traded this is we set up these AOS areas of support, right? I'm going to show you, this is the eval. And at the 9:30 I traded it right away, so I got some trades here and then some more on the way up and then on the way down, and we've traded all of this. This is why I have a little bit more profits on the eval. Now the funded account I was a little bit more patient with, because again I was expecting the market to sell off a little more, because we did have this bear flag, right? We had this sort of like a bear flag formation, and the idea was that the market might break through this and go down. I did go long here, and I scalped nicely here at the bottom at these AUS areas, but then market just broke down. I was looking to go long at this trend line, and of course this trend line breaks when I go to enter. I had a couple of 1, 2, 3 micros, and I was expecting to pop up, but then the market just continued to go down, and it reached this other AOS spot. All right, so that's where it actually bounced, right? All right, so originally we had this area which we closed, and then this is just a trend line. This is not really my trade, but I figured I'll take it, right? Hoping it'll bounce off the trend line, but it didn't. So then the real trade is here, AOS. So this is the entrance here, and then we had another AOS here which it didn't reach, but this is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 micros. Then we scaled out of 2 here, 1, 2, then 3rd here, and the 4th here with a profit. Then we drew out this AOS again, where we got in 1, 2, and out quickly. And then pretty much I was done with this account. So it was just the first 30 minutes, because the market just continued to grind higher. And this was the odd thing about today, right? The market just continued going up. It did not care about the government shutdown. I think the traders in the market was just more interested in the news that we got today. The news that we got today was that the job numbers are getting a lot weaker than they expected. There were more job losses. I think there were corrections from the ADP report, and what that meant was that they're likely to cut rates in the next meeting, next FOMC meeting. And because of that, market just continued to grind higher, and the ground kept going higher, higher for the rest of the day, really. And not many pullbacks there, right? So look, as it continued to go higher, I drew out this AOS areas, and the market just kind of like went up, touched my AOS here. It barely touched it. It didn't even go inside of it, right? And then just kept going higher, 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 and never really came back. Like it never really had any dips or anything like that. And then again, here's the AOS. The price never really came down here. AOS price never. It just kept going higher and higher. And you know, so this is around what 10:30. I think I was able to scalp a little bit here and here, just to catch a few. I guess this was the only dip we got for AOS. We came in, I scalped here, and didn't really get another dip. I'm not sure what. I think I was waiting for it to dip because it was just at all-time highs. I think I was trying to just get in here. This was just too dangerous because we were pretty much approaching all-time highs. I remember drawing this oval and thinking we're not gonna go past this area, and I drew this box here. I said this is it. We did our trip, and you know the market did kind of went up here, stopped, reversed, came down. I think on my eval I took some shorts down in this area, but then the market just continued going up again, and and you know, it's also interesting if you watch my live stream. I talked about bear flags. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see this. So when we came down here, I caught this buy right at this AOS area, quick scalp, and then I figured, well, we were bear flagging, and I realized we were bear flagging. And what I did is I measured this line here. You see, I measured from here to here, and you know they say that all these financial gurus are the ones that know everything about technical analysis. They would draw out this one leg, and then they draw another leg from here down to here. And I drew this oval here saying that, well, this is where the price technical should come down. But what it did, it didn't never reach that area. It just came down here into my AOS and continued going higher. Popped again into my AOS, higher. Okay, so just note to yourself, my AOS works much better than those other tech gurus. All right, so anyhow, so then the price just continued going up, and then they pretty much was sitting in this channel throughout the day. All right, so there's some AOS right here, came down into it a little bit here, but not even so much. So this is probably the only place opportunity for entry here, and then this is another one. So we had 1, 2, can't even say, I guess yes, this is potentially another area. 1, 2, 3, and then you know that was it really. And I think towards the end of the day I came back already from tennis, and the last 30 minutes, let me just see. All right, around here, this area, this is where I draw out AOS here. I started to go long here with minis. It was a little bit stressful, to be honest, because again, I wasn't sure what we're gonna do at the end of the day. We're gonna sell off, give back all this profit, like all this grind up, everything that we just gained throughout the day. And I went long here, and I actually went long here. I think I ended up accumulating 1 and 2 minis, and I would get out real quick for quick profits. Again, 1, 2. So I ended up making, if you go back to my spreadsheet, I end up doing these trades here on the 2 funded accounts with Take Profit Trader. I came up with $275 on one account and $355 on the other account. Both of them funded, so I had to be extra careful. Didn't want to blow them. They were 25K accounts, so the drawdown is only 1,500 or so. But worked out really well. I'm glad I took those trades. They were again a little stressful but you know, I was going with the trend. I used my strategy, so I felt pretty confident there. You know, sometimes trades don't work out. No strategy is 100%, but I was pretty confident in my strategy, and it paid off, right? Otherwise, I would have had $500-600 less of profits today if I hadn't taken those trades. Okay, These trades I missed out on because I was playing tennis. Like I said, I had a tournament today, which also came out great. But yeah, I missed this trend higher, but I made up for it here in the last about 15 minutes before the market close. Okay, so that was great, and I think that would be the end of my recap. I will also link to my live stream that I did today, so you could see details from some of those trades, how I took them live. Again, you can come back to our Small Trades account just to see more of our trading. We trade Nasdaq futures Monday through Friday at the market open, so please make sure to tune in and check out our live trades. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. You can learn from my mistakes, definitely, and feel free to watch and enjoy. Like, follow, subscribe. Have a great day. Bye-bye.